Hey, what's up, Facebook? It is Tony Estes. I just wanted to stop by really quick and, make a quick video to tell everybody that I so appreciate all the support that you guys have given me through this Whitney Houston thing. It's a bit of a phenomenon in my mind. It's really weird. I don't know. I just asked my husband, I was like, am I going to break down crying every time I just talk about it a little bit? It's really weird. I told my brother the other day, it's like everybody that knows me knows that I am, growing up, I was the biggest Whitney Houston fan there was. I was, I think, 5 when You Give Good Love came out, and she had on the hot pink catsuit with the big hair. And from that day that I seen that video, I was like, I want to be a singer when I grow up. I want to be a singer when I grow up. And everything she did after that, I was on it. She, every video, every TV special, she did an HBO special for the troops, I think, long years ago. And I watched it every single day, a few times a day. After school, I pulled my videotape out, my VCR, to tell you how long ago that was. My VCR tape, put it in there and watch it back to back to back to back. Then she did a behind the scenes, back to back to back. I wanted my hair to be like her. I wanted my teeth to look like her. I just wanted everything to be like Whitney Houston as a child. And so, I was telling my husband this story. When I was recording my first album, when I was signed to MCA, I was working at a studio called Record Plant. And the guys at the front desk said, I said, who's coming in today? Because it was a list on the calendar on the wall that said who was coming in to record that day. And I was on the list. And then I looked at the list. I was like, is that true right there? Whitney Houston was coming to the studio, and she was recording down the hall for me. And at that point, I had met a lot of celebrities, but I had never met Whitney Houston. I was fresh out of high school. So I met a lot of people, but I was always like, hi, nice to meet you. I didn't bug out a whole lot. They said Whitney Houston was going to be at the studio. And I was losing it. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, Daddy. Oh, my God. But Daddy, we going to be da-da-da. Because my dad was my management, and so he went everywhere I went. And so later on that evening, it was this big deal that Whitney Houston was coming in, and security was everywhere, and they got the walkie-talkies, and they're like, okay, she's approaching such and such and such and such. So I run to the front door, and I sneak out and look, and there's 3 limos lined up. And I'm like, oh, God. I could have just lost it right then. And 3 limos pulled up, and then a single regular car pulled up, and she got out of the regular car. And the rest of the limos drove off. They were like some type of decoy, I guess. I don't know. But she came in, and I ran down to the lounge. It was a clear glass room. And she walked to her studio, and she turned. I was just standing there like, oh, my God, she's going to walk down the hall. She's going to walk down the hall. And she came, and she looked over. She walked down the hall. She pointed at me, winked at me, did the little. I thought I was going to pass out. Oh my God, Whitney Houston. I was the only person in the room. She couldn't have been talking to nobody but me. So I was like bugging. And that was like the beginning of, I was like, oh Lord. So I had no idea at that point that 5 years later, I would do 3 songs on her album, which is completely amazing to me. When they say that God has more for you than you can even imagine on your own, that's 100% true, and it's evident in this case. I've always said that I wanted to sing, and I wanted to do it for a living, and I wanted to, meet people in this whole thing. But I never even fathomed the thought that I could write songs for Whitney Houston and sing on her record. That just never occurred to me. So for that to happen, it's crazy. So this. And then when I met her later on, like really met her, and without the little finger wave and the point to the little fan, she was, very nice and was very complimentary, and, told me I could sing, and told me that she loved the songs that I wrote and co-wrote with Rodney and Sean, and asked if I could write another one. So It's a weird situation. I told my brother, I was on the phone with him the other day, and I was like, it's kind of like a kid being obsessed with Superman, and you just love Superman, everything about him. You run around the house in your cape 24 hours a day, and then for some reason you get hooked up and you get to fly with Superman all day. You just get to fly next to him and save people and all of this stuff. You get to be a part of Superman, and then Superman suffers some challenges, and then he gets over them. And then one day, out of the clear blue sky, you witness him getting shot down. That's what it feels like. It feels like your hero has just, it's just really weird. And I also said to my husband, I was like, the music business and the entertainment business in general is, it's a very unique situation. It's hard to explain to people what it is. I mean, clearly I've never been as big as Whitney Houston. I don't count it out, but I've never had that big of a situation. But all around, it's just a very unique situation. You got everybody looking at you, everybody with preconceived notions, everybody's pulling on you. You're kind of a product, so to speak. And you know, sometimes people get into things that they wouldn't normally get into. You know, it's easy to talk about what you would do if you were in that position when you've never been in it. It's easy to say how I would never do that, and I would such. That's easy to say. And she's had some great challenges in life, and you know, had the paparazzi has drug her through the mud, and it's just been just horrific. It's just, you know, in our everyday lives, people working regular jobs, you hate to be, just the general population can't stand when somebody say something, throw it off about them, or, you know, just talk about it. People can't stand that. So imagine the whole world having something to say about your situation and how they would be. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I can't even articulate it. And need to stop before I start crying. Yada yada yada. But I guess I said all that to say I truly appreciate you guys reaching out to me and showing your support and showing me love. Whitney can rest now. One of the goats. Greatest. Heaven hear me now. One of the goats. Rest in peace, Whitney. Hope she can rest now. All right. Thanks so much, y'all. Winter storms have come.